Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Book of Noel. My name is Joe. This is Connell. Merry Christmas. Last one. Hey, Princess Switch, eh? Can't believe it. It's a big one. It's a titan. It's got its own adverts on Netflix. Come on. So welcome to the last Book of Noel for 2023. What a year it's been. We've had the worst film we've seen in this, in Christmas at Mistletoe Farm. We've got the best film we've seen in this, Noel Diary. A true emotional roller coaster, I'm sure you'll all agree. And we're finishing with this titan of its genre. That's right, it's Princess Switch. So, no more messing around from me. I'm going to pass it straight over to my brother Connell with his canopsis.
This baker from Chicago goes to a made-up country for a made-up baking competition because her ex-boyfriend bumps into her with his new girlfriend. She goes to Montenegro or whatever the fuck they call it. And
Belgravia.
Whatever. She goes to Montenegro or whatever the fuck they call it, and she's prepping for this bake-off when she bumps into her double. Like, it looks just like her. In fact, it's so much like her that it actually is her. Playing both parts is mental. They even shake hands at one point. How they do it, I do not know. It is insane. And the double's a duchess. What a duchess is doing behind the scenes of a baking competition 3 days before the actual competition takes place, it escapes me. But that's the story. Buy it. The duchess fancies some fun being normal for a bit and convinces the Chicagoan, to trade places, a bit like trading places. They decide to freak everyone's Friday and trap everyone's parents. Well, Kevin at least. One is a baker turned duchess. The other is a duchess turned non-baking baker or faker, so to speak.
Whoa.
This film writes itself from there on. Like, you just think about the situations that are going to occur and you're like, oh, then this would happen, then that would happen. Yeah. And it's perfect. It just does it. Obviously, they both fall in love with the forbidden fruit on the opposite. So they're these people, they switch places, fall in love with the ones they shouldn't. It all gets confused when they are switching back. Cocks were teased, balls were blued, but who cares about your happiness? Get on with your duty. They meet again, so they all meet up again in front of a live studio audience at the end, who are oohing and ahhing at like how much they look like each other and things like that. And like, ooh, it's like being on the set of Friends. It's fantastic, and it emphasizes the fun for me, that bit. They also like how romantic it is when one prince man proposes to a woman, even though he's already engaged to a different woman. They like all that kind of thing. It all ends happily with a Chicago town girl ripped from obscurity becoming a princess, reading to orphans, and a duchess who hates doing all that kind of thing, moving to Chicago, presumably, to be with Kevin, with the abs, the nerd with the abs. Another girl gets a new mum. Another orphan girl. Oh, she's not orphaned, is she?
I felt shortchanged there. We were 6 for 6 with the orphans, and then he drops mum left. Oh, man.
Should have been dead.
It's like the Undertaker's streak being stopped. Oh.
Yeah. So she gets a new mum, which is what she wanted, really. It's basically 17 again, but with 2 doppelgangers, or like Big or something. You know, there's like a lot of body swapping. Yeah, switcheroo.
Yeah,
body swap films, and America have got a lot of them. How Hollywood have done a lot of like body swapping.
Yeah, that's the end. Yeah. Idiot. I mean, it doesn't pull his punches at the beginning. It starts with a shot of the big city with a bullshit Christmas song. Starbucks CD style. I mean, that's what I'm here for. Christmas has arrived. like a Christmas tree smell, or like Jude Law looking over his shoulder in The Holiday. Yeah. Get me a Bailey's. Christmas is. We haven't done the Hallmark Christmas bingo, but this was getting some big points. Bang, 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 hitting it with that big pen you get at bingo halls. A black assistant and boss is part of it. Mm-hmm. And this one smashes it. He's in the whole film. We starts off with very much an assistant role, and then bloody hell, he's one of the romantic leads. Fair play.
Yeah. And he's got a almost orphaned daughter.
Yeah.
Almost. She may as well be. We don't see the mum, so she may as well be dead.
No. He says mum left. He says mum left.
Yeah, I know. He says
she's dead to me.
Ignore that and think, no, she's dead.
I tell you what, I know why he became a romantic lead. You see him take his shirt off.
Fuck me.
Jesus.
Like cobblestones.
It's carved from Italian marble.
Looked like someone had got, those lovely brioche buns. Yeah. Someone had just got a nice new 6-pack from Asda's.
Easy, Tiger.
And some brioche. and everyone were looking like, whoa, if they were abs.
Con. So I took a bit.
Where's he finding time to do that? He's a baker. Surely they eat a load of shite all day. I would.
Dad. So I looked into the actor Nick Sagar a bit, and the best thing about him, Con, his CV is online. His actual CV is online. Yeah. I've got it here. Obviously, it said, "Do you want to download Nick Sagar's CV?" As if I'm saying no. Of course I do. Give me it now.
You just put it on my phone like you too.
Now, there is one show you will never guess he's been on. For one episode, he played Joel Wallace. Have a guess. I'll give you 3 guesses. You are never gonna get.
Right. Okay. Everyone's done that. Is it? What's it called? Law and Order. Everyone in America's done that. Maybe like a CSI.
I'll tell you now. Cold. Not like that. Guess was cold. Cold's not a clue. I guess you're far away.
All right. I'll guess something like Sopranos.
Cold. Colder. Yeah.
Go on then.
Holby City.
Oh my God.
He's British. I think he might be. I don't know.
That's amazing.
I can't imagine many. Yeah, let's get someone over from America to be in Holby City. It just seems too pedestrian, too kind of parochial.
We need a Yank to usually show up.
Yeah, they love it.
Will, his fantasy football team is called Holby City.
Oh yeah, I know. It's good. It's really good, isn't it? Kez's is called Ireland 2.
Yeah.
Holby City's a great name. It works.
It's really good, isn't it?
So I was looking through. Oh, he's definitely a Brit. Definitely a Brit.
Oh, is he?
Well, listen to the accents he can do. African, American Californian, American Southern States, American Standard, American West Coast, Caribbean, Cockney, English Standard, Indian, Jamaican, Liverpool, and London. I think a British actor is much more likely to have mastered the Scouse accent.
Do you know who's giving them a try? Charlie Hunnam. He tries every accent, doesn't he? He'll have every accent on his CV. He'll go, I can do every accent. Yeah, but I've heard them, and they're shit.
Do you want to know his music and dance? Well, body popping, breakdancing, choreography, rap, and street dance. Just so you are kept abreast of that. He doesn't mention this thing. He can rap. He could do a verse for you. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Football, martial arts, swimming, taekwondo, and weight training.
Threat is a fucking threat.
His weight training. That's what's getting in those cobbles, mate.
Yeah.
So hats off to Nick Sagar. Fair play, mate.
Yeah, good luck to you, mate.
I think Vanessa Hudgens is a charming screen presence. I think she's an actual actor, isn't she? So that helps. She's I think she's probably this and Christmas Prince are kind of the kind of they have a simpatico relationship, don't they? I
Yeah.
think they're in
Mention each other, don't they?
Yeah. Well, it's a weird one, isn't it? That they watch Christmas Prince in Princess Switch and they're crying at the end. It's not that good, mate. And yet in the sequel, they're getting married and the royal couple turn up to the bloody thing. The royal from Christmas Prince. Yeah. Meta theatrical. I love it's called Belgravia. Christmas Prince had the good grace to just make up Aldovia. Belgravia's there. Belgravia is over there. I could get you there in 40 minutes.
Right next to Wembley Studio.
Wembley Studios, they're going to have fucking Croydon swimming baths or something.
Yeah.
I like the line, you can't argue with the Beatle. Yeah. Someone hasn't been listening to the mad shit that Ringo says. I will not be answering any fan mail after October 13th. Oh. Peace and love. Peace and love. Have you ever
seen that Meat Free Mondays video? That
have I seen the Meat Free Mondays? Meatfreemonday.com. I like, yeah. So you can do it right now, please.
Meatfreemondays.com.
Meat free.
Brilliant.
Like slowly watching your granddad lose his mind. It's really sad. Oh,
because at the end, the face he pulls at that, he like looks as if to say, "I'm putting that out. I'm not going to do it again." But
the patterns of his speech are kind of Trump-esque. Go like meatfreemonday.com, come over, sure. I know all the words, I know every single word, some of the best words.
That is like a good blend between Paul and Trump.
Yeah. Anyway, Princess Switch, eh? I've seen Chicago, the way they present Chicago. I've been to Chicago around Christmas time. It doesn't look like that. I tell you that much. Like chocolate box Chicago. Chicago's great. I loved Chicago. Not slagging it off, but it didn't look like that. Like Narnia madness. So her name's De Novo, which translates from Latin as fresh start. And after the stunt her ex pulls with his new squeeze, I think that is nominative determinism. Fresh start. Absolutely, you deserve it, love.
Yeah,
you enjoy Belgravia, and I don't know what's in Belgravia, the Victoria bus station. I don't know. Enjoy the bus station in Belgravia. Yeah. That old fool who's kind of a proto Santa and a bit magic. It's like I didn't like him.
Back to him.
Yeah, we never see him. It's like I love. He says, "Weren't you your man?" Can't remember his name. Is it Kevin? Yeah, Kevin says to him, "Didn't I see you in Chicago?" And he went, how could I have been in Chicago? Planes.
I was, dickhead.
A plane from Chicago.
Yeah. I said
O'Hare Airport, Heathrow Airport. They're pretty regular, those Heathrow Airport. Or whatever. It's probably called Heathrow Airport in Belgravia.
That's the closest one.
Yeah. They use that Lennon line a lot, don't they? Life is what happens when you're busy.
She loves it, doesn't she?
Yeah. Like Neil Armstrong fluffing his lines.
Not that wrong, Vanessa.
There's no way in hell that she would not know one of the most famous people in the world was her doppelganger. No way. I have no idea what the King of Sweden looks like. But if he looked this handsome, you know what I mean? I'd know about it. If he looked just like me, I would like, Joe, you're like the spit of the King of Sweden. Oh no, maybe I could swap places with him for a couple of days and fall in love. That'd be nice.
I'd love to be a lookalike for a living. Have you seen that David?
Danny Dyer's going begging con. I met him the other day.
Do I still look like him?
No.
Yeah, I don't think
to be honest, mate, no offense, he's aged better than you have.
Yeah, he's all fucking transplant though, isn't he?
Good on him though, I think. I mean this seriously, good on him for doing that hand clap thing, that the secret handshake, without cringing out of their own arses. Because I was watching it and I was biting my knuckles to bloody stumps, but they seem to like it, so fair enough. Because that was embarrassing.
Yeah. A lot of stuff in these films is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't be seen dead doing that.
What do you make of her English accent?
She doesn't do a bad job, I don't think.
All right, and it's a bit like that region of England called Hollywood. You know what I mean? That when
Yeah.
Americans, but you could tell she's not from here, but it was all right. It was fine.
Yeah.
It's not Dick Van Dyke.
Whereas his accent was perfect.
If he is British, which I suspect he might be, I couldn't find. I was looking for that, but I couldn't find out. From my ear, I'm not American, but he did a great job.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff, and
yeah,
he was just as American as someone else.
Yep. From a cinematic perspective, playing the two roles, I thought they did that quite convincingly. You couldn't see the joins. You know what I mean? I liked that. It's not Lupita Nyong'o in Us, but it's for Hallmark piss. It's pretty good, you know.
So the premise is that she's swapping lives with this Duchess for a day or two.
Yeah.
And her only payment for letting this Duchess live a normal, anonymous life, even though she's got the exact same face as she had before, she asks for like a scholarship to a ballet school.
Yeah.
In a really inconvenient place. Like, oh yeah, the commute's like 2 planes away, but whatever, you know.
How would I have been in Chicago?
Yeah, they don't do ballet in Chicago. They've never had ballet there.
It's all like street dance.
That's all she asked for. This woman who's probably richer than you can ever imagine. Oh yeah, just one scholarship for one girl in a country she don't live in. Why not just say like, I want 2 million quid. That's what I want. You've got 2 days, £1 million a day. Come on, cough up. She would pay that. She probably would. You can buy your scholarship yourself, and then you've got like, close to 2 million left over.
You've got Christmas Prince was the prince in Christmas Prince, the titular prince. Is clearly an ersatz Prince William.
Yeah.
The prince or king in this, was he King Charles? Was he based on King? He seems like the balloon-fingered cad. It was weird.
Yeah. It's an odd one because
you see how wide his tie was at one point. It's like a footballer. It's like that.
Like Undertaker.
Yeah, man, it was ace. Are they like third cousins or something? The Hudgens twins, Vanessa Hudgens and Vanessa Hudgens.
They make out that they are, don't they? They're like
they look identical.
Yeah.
It's funny, like Stacey struggles with the accent, princess's accent a bit, but Margaret can do the American accent straight off. She's been practicing all her life. High School Musical Rory Bremner we've got here. Yeah.
Yeah. Just makes it look easy.
And
they're great. I bet they're both a good laugh.
Yeah.
Because when you're not a Duchess, you better fun. You're more good fun, aren't you? When you're just a normal baker.
Yeah.
Baker's
normal baker. All I wanted was to be a normal baker.
I was sick of all the Duchess baking that I had to do, and now I can just Chicago bake.
Yeah, deep pizzas.
Deep dish.
Tell you what, Con, I am absolutely sick of toffs in these films. Yeah, it's just so toff heavy. I mean, but saying that, whenever it's one of the 99.99999% of this nation that isn't in that class, it's Christmas on Mistletoe Farm. So, screw the working classes.
Who's your favourite toff in all of these then?
Favourite toff in all of these? That is a question for the ages. So many to pick from. I liked Kerry Elwes in the Scottish one, Castle for Christmas.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. It
was a good one. I quite like a Scottish toff. They're a weird breed, aren't they? Yeah. Right, here's a good one. Vanessa Hudgens this year married someone with what I believe to be the most American name I've ever heard.
Okay.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Cole Tucker. That's proper, isn't it? That's a proper American name. Brilliant. Surname for first name, an ER name in there somewhere. Yeah, and they go to that Hillsong evangelical church as well. No judgment, but judgment.
Of all celebrities, Vanessa Hudgens, is it Hudgens? Hudgens?
Hudgens.
She's one of the very few celebrities that I've had a tour of her house. Not in person, on YouTube. I watched it on Architectural Digest on their YouTube channel. It popped up.
Oh, I knew you.
I'd love to watch. I'd love to see what a bloody downstairs bathroom looks like.
You are your mother's son.
Oh, nice.
Was it
going on?
High School Musical wallop coming through?
Boom! Yeah, she bought it off. What's his bloody name? I want to say Gary Oldman. I think she bought her house off Gary Oldman. That's a nice little thing to know, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you think the mates?
I don't think the mates know, but the few people that could afford that house, there's only a select few in there in need of a house and can afford that house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we talked about Kevin a little bit. I'm not sure I trust him that much. Kevin, he's not really got a personality of his own.
Yeah.
And like,
I think
after 15 minutes in his company, you'd be throwing yourself in the canal. You know, there's just like nothing to say. Everything will be awesome. It's that benign optimism. I try to be an optimistic person, but it's that, like, there was a bit that really did it for me. The ballerinas are all doing their thing at that Christmas market. And she says, "Dad, can we go see the ballerinas?" And for some reason, he looks at Vanessa Hudgens. Like, well, what's she got to do with it? And Vanessa's go, "Oh yeah, fine, whatever." They both run off excited. Now, I'm the father of a daughter, just a little bit younger than her there. Not a father on this earth is running enthusiastically to see some dance. You drag that. Oh God, I love you, but friggin' hell, fire ballet. I'll go on my phone, I'll just go on my phone. Don't care if I'm on my phone.
Like football and computer games and
rubbish.
Boxing. Don't you want to watch the boxing, love?
taking your 8-year-old to watch the boxing.
Yeah.
Watch a cage fight.
Now he says at one point, that little weird, creepy, possibly Santa magic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look like a great couple, you two. And he goes, "What, us?" And he goes, "Yeah, you look like a marriage made in heaven." He goes, "Oh, we're just friends." And then he goes, "She's not my type." It's like, what's not good about her? She's lovely looking. She's got a really good work ethic.
You get on great.
Yeah, you seem to get on. Like, how is that not your type?
Yeah.
And then you do find your type that you think is your type. She looks exactly the same. Like, so exactly the same that she's the same. She is the same. She is your type, you twat. Stop saying type. She's not my type. She's not my type. You don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Tell you what, the concept of type. Yeah. The concept of type is really just someone saying, "I don't fancy you." And that is fine. It's a bit blunt, but it's fine. But blokes who say, "Oh no, I've got quite a type." Who do you think you are? Types. Just be glad that someone's shown you any interest, you boring old twat.
Yeah, she's not my type, which translates to me as I like girls from Nuts magazine. That's their type. Like that's their expectations as well.
Someone saying they've got a type is a bit like saying I have a very high opinion of myself. I might add another square to the Hallmark bingo card. A snowball fight that leads to romantic realization.
Yeah.
Playing in the snow and then a moment of I'm twitching. You know,
because with those abs he can throw a powerful ball. And he crushes it together. He's really compacting that snow, and it's 100% ice at this point. And then he launches it at Vanessa and gets her in the rib.
But her husband is a baseball player, so
yeah, she's down. She's down.
Tucker.
She's like feigning injury. He comes over and she pulls him down. It's like, oh yeah, this is good.
I mean, she falls in love with the prince, Like, what's the American version called? Margaret is the British one, whatever. She falls in love with the prince, and I'm not sure why. He doesn't really do anything, does he?
Not appealing or attractive in any way. Like, just other than looks, he might be a very attractive man to some people. I don't really. He's not my type. Yeah, but he's got no redeeming qualities really. He's a bit of a wet blanket. Like, he'll just do what he's told. Like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll buy some presents for some kids, whatever. Easy life. Shh, I want a nice easy ride of it, please, love.
Yeah, I mean,
leave me alone.
Perfectly described royals doing charity stuff.
Yeah.
You turn up, you raise a bit of money, you read the book to some kids, then fuck off out of there. That's get a couple of shots. And like when one of the kids goes, how can I be a princess? And she says, you're a princess in your heart. I'll stop you there. Importantly, not an actual princess though. Like financially. Yeah. How did you become a princess? Oh, through bloodline. Sounds fair in a modern democracy.
Yeah. How can I become a princess? Yeah. Everyone's a princess in the heart. It's not what I meant at all.
Yeah.
What is how do I get rich without doing any fucking work? That's what I meant.
Yeah. Everyone's a princess in the heart. What, my dad's gonna sell me as a dowry to the fucking king of the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah. I like it. I love this bit. Forgot about this. So the prince gives the baker in disguise as the princess a kind of jewelry box, and she opens it, and there's essentially a war medal inside. She got me a Pandora bracelet or something, mate. It's a fucking war medal.
Could you imagine that?
Prize that off my granddad's dead body at Ypres. All right.
I'd like the Pandora thing if you just went. She opened the box and goes, "What's that?" And he goes, "Oh, it's just a little strawberry that goes on your bracelet." Or it's like a Catherine wheel, not a Catherine wheel, has a firework in it. It's like a Ferris wheel.
Catherine wheel's all right.
Fucking knows what they get at Pandora. Did you notice the stunt doubles?
No, I didn't.
I keeping my eye on stuff like that because clearly there's actually only one Vanessa Hudgens.
There's only one Vanessa Hudgens, Con.
Yeah. So there's going to be points where she's like, one of them's got her back to the camera, and that's not her. And she runs off, and then you see her face a bit further on. And you're like, that's not her. Look at how bad that looks.
Don't ruin it for me. You're taking all the mystery out of Princess Switch. I noticed the plot hole.
Sorry.
Plot hole in this.
Go on.
Big plot hole. Why can't Kevin be in on it?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no reason why. So the daughter
princess says, "Oh, you can't tell anyone." Well, that's not up to you to decide. I'll tell you what I want.
So the kid finds out. Just tell dad.
Yeah. And then he'll know, and it don't matter.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's not like her to do something so strange, but it all makes sense now because she's not the same.
Yeah.
And it all makes sense. Is every woman into clothes the way that character is when she sees the wardrobe?
Yeah, puts a hat on.
Like, ooh.
But they're not your clothes. That's the important thing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to keep any of them.
She should just go to some shops. She'd love it. Yeah. Like, go to the shops, put the stuff on, then take it off and leave.
If I had access to someone else's wardrobe, I'd walk in and I wouldn't give a single shit. And then if someone said, "Oh, you can take something if you want," I'd go, "Oh." Like, that'd be my reaction. Like, "Oh, okay." Just something that makes me look not fat, please. Any t-shirt. I don't know. Have you got like a Pixies t-shirt or something? I don't know.
The girdle over it.
Yeah, that's what I'd be attracted to, actually. The weird shit. I'd be like, "Oh my God, have you seen this? This is where she keeps all the vibrators. I love that."
You come running in from living room with the in-laws in, look, with strap on. Dick, it's my dick.
Do you like my outfit?
Found it in your daughter's fucking.
I've got a strap on, and that's all I've got on. So there's the strap on and my dick flapping around, slapping off each other.
Who wants a game of Twister? They play Twister in this.
Oh, mate.
He's never played Twister.
Twister's probably the sexiest of the board games, but on a scale of 1 to sexy, it's probably 0, isn't it? Like, it's not sexy.
I like on a scale of 1 to sexy. On a scale of 1 to sexy, it's a 0.
Yes.
That's something. Oh, man. They put a lot of importance on the accuracy of the secret handshake, the embarrassing secret handshake. I would be a bit more like, all right, if it's really you, what's your sort code? Checkmate. Yeah. And the baking stuff, and the baking stuff is so tacked on. Like, what's popular? Brits making cakes and thinking it's good. Let's stick that in. And
that'll do it.
Starts the timer. The fella says, right, start baking. 5 hours?
Yeah.
Sitting there for 5 hours watching people cook. What are you doing with your life? You could watch Hamlet in that time.
Yeah. You could watch 5 episodes of Holby City.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're an hour long, they might not be. That might be, 10 episodes if they're half hour.
You're an idiot. At the end where we finally get the kiss, or just before then rather, the daughter shouts out, "Kiss her, daddy." It's like, will you pipe down? Yeah, pull her hair, dad. Yeah. Hold the shoulders tight. It's like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm not taking pulling advice from a 10-year-old daughter. That's fucking weird. Have you been talking to Liam Neeson? That's a Love Actually joke for anyone who didn't quite get that. Yeah. My favorite bit, I don't think everyone had noticed. My favorite bit was actually the royal wedding at the end, because it looks like it's been held in the back room of a pub. It's such a small, pokey. It's a royal wedding. Isn't that usually in like a cathedral or something? And also, you're going to
Moldovia or whatever they're called.
Yeah. You're going to throw the bouquet. The ceremony isn't over. I haven't walked down the aisle yet. This ain't about you, love. Bloody hell. You throw the bouquet. Guess who catches it?
The royals are very self-absorbed, and obviously this is not real, but I imagine they've taken influence from the royal family all over the place. And the royals are the sort of people who will have a whole room watch out their every move.
Yeah.
So, like, for instance, he forces her to play piano in front of a crowd.
Yeah, that was...
And then, like, kind of guides her through it. And everyone's watching. And then everyone applauds like it's the best thing they've ever seen. Like, they're going to get some money for being a sycophant. And then there's another bit where they're under the mistletoe in front of all the orphans, and a really awkward orphan goes, "Oh, you stood under the mistletoe." And then they neck on in front of a whole room of people watching. Like, why do you feel that you're that important? Like, if I saw you kissing, I would turn away and be like, "That's fucking private."
EDA.
At home. Yeah. That's for the bedroom, not here.
Yeah.
Play your piano on your own.
With your strap-ons and you.
Yeah. Are you Elton John? No, I'm not. Right, well, I don't want to hear your fucking piano then.
Yeah, exactly.
On your own time. Practice at home on your own.
What else?
I noticed that she said, "Keep calm and carry on," which was a nice little tea towel.
Yeah. Reminded me of like 2015. No,
yeah,
nice, isn't it?
It was nice, that. I didn't expect to hear that.
Yeah.
And a lot of the scenes were like, they were up to stuff, weren't they? They were doing things like everyday things that the royals might get up to. And one was go for a horse ride.
Yep.
One was go on a sleigh ride. And like there's a lot of mild flirting and stuff going on. It just made me wonder if that's what royals actually get up to in their spare time, or do they just sit around doing no? Like, because if you listen to our British press, they'd have you believe that our royals are on the phone to Camilla talking about tampons.
Tampons. Wish I was that tampon.
Fucking.
Hell.
Fucking strong, that king.
You mad? You really need to work on your dirty talk, man. Blur.
I mean, I'm all for talking dirty. Do whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. But the tampon stuff is just, no one likes that.
Yeah,
it's repulsive to me listening to it. The woman receiving it will be like, "That's
weird.
Dark.
That is weird. Can't you?
Weird. It's a weird. That's Charlie. That's a weird thing to say." Yeah, I regretted it the minute it came out. As well. I'll take it back. Sorry, pretend I didn't say it.
Yeah, but
Piers Morgan going. Front page. Hold the front fucking page.
Is it a ridiculous contrivance? Yes. Is it cheesy as hell? Yes. Are there plot holes you could fit 9 reindeer through? Yes. Does it glorify monarchy again? Yes. But do I love it? No. I'd rank this just below Christmas Prince, just like a hair's breadth beneath Christmas Prince.
I'd put it above just because Vanessa's so captivating.
She's good, isn't she? Yeah, she's. And there we have it. We do hope you enjoyed our little Christmas run there. We didn't ruin it too much for you. We'll be back with this nonsense next year. We do hope you join us. Most importantly, though, may your Christmases be merry ones. And that's all from us, and for you, a good night.